Good morning, everybody. We are here with break number 310, another 24 Elite case and priority box. Our team list for today: Broncos, Anthony Hornby; Raiders, Peter Lowe; Bulldogs, Luke Nash; Sharks, Ben Patterson; Dolphins, Stephen Gillard; Titans, Peter Lowe; Manly, Peter Lowe; Storm, Jacob John; Knights, Scott Grills; Cowboys, Corey Cullen; Eels, Darryl Barton; Panthers, Lauren Plath; Rabbitohs, Kyle London; Dragons, Kieran Cullen; Roosters, Ben Patterson; Warriors, Scotty Murray; and Tigers, Corey Cullen. Morning, Ben. How are we, buddy? Good luck, good luck. We listed our 2,000 member milestone giveaway in the Facebook group this morning. It is a little bit delayed. We're already up to 2,040, so we're almost halfway to the next one. But we have $300 gift, up to $300 gift card up for grabs, and that's if you've made a purchase in the last 6 months. But for everyone in the group, there is a $200 gift card up for grabs just by liking and commenting on the post. You can find that post in the Gold Coast Trading Cards group on Facebook. Alright, today's lucky case card winner is the Broncos, number 26, Corey Oates. You do night shift, do you, mate? Well, just not sleeping, but... Fair enough. Alright. First packet. New recruit, Aiden Cesar for the Tigers. Vegas, Daly Cherry Evans for Manly. Cowboys, Parallel Checklist. New recruit, Kelman Talagi for the Eels. New recruit, Morgan Smithies for the Raiders. Multicultural, Mikhail Ravalawa for the Dragons. Ryan To'o, Parallel for Panthers. Kangaroos in the Masters Series. Ooh. Number 98 in the Maroons Master Series signature. So that'll be randomized with the other Master Series cards as one lot between all 17 spots. The Hammer, Parallel for Dolphins. Gold Reflections for the Eels, number 4. White Young Guns, number 82, Gordon Tong. Ellie Cherry Evans, parallel for Manly. Reflections for the Rabbitohs, Xavier Coates, parallel for Storm. New recruit Keenan Palacia for the Titans. Vegas, Victor Radley for the Roosters. Jared Hargraves, parallel for the Roosters. Multicultural Kalen Ponga for the Knights. Eels parallel checklist. New recruit Thomas Flegler for the Dolphins. Reflections for the Titans. Mikhail Ravalawa, parallel for Dragons. Parallel Beau Fermor for the Titans. Dally M, Patrick Carrigan for the Broncos. Multicultural Hammer Fido for the Dolphins. Jack Whiten, parallel for the Rabbitohs. New recruit Fletcher Baker for the Broncos. Alex Johnston, Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Ezra Mam, parallel for Broncos. Multicultural Apposite Coruscant for the Tigers. No mojos yet. Last 2 packets. Dally M, Isabel Kelly for the Roosters. Dallin Watine Zelezniak, parallel for the Warriors. Ruby Mojo, number 26. Jermaine Hopgood for the Eels. No pink diamond or anything in that one. Oh. Box number 1, done and dusted. Multicultural, Brian Kelly for the Titans. Jermaine Isako, parallel for Dolphins. That was a bit of a sad first box. We did get the Maroons Master Series signature though, but yeah. New recruit, Kane Bradley for Storm. Dally M, Taryn Aiken for the Roosters. Titans parallel checklist. Ruby Mojo, number 2. Oh, that was close. Almost jersey number for Reece Walsh and the Broncos. Definitely a nice low one though. Reflections are for the Sharks. Damien Cook, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Dally M, Adam Reynolds for the Broncos. New recruit, Zach Hosking for the Raiders. Vegas, Reece Walsh for Broncos. CSF Talakai, parallel for the Sharks. New recruit, Jack Whiten for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural, Jerome Hughes for Storm. Leo Thompson, parallel for Knights. Spotlight signature. Number 1. Ooh, nice. Couple of low numbers for this team already. Martin Tapau for the Broncos. Broncos box. James Fisher-Harris, parallel for Panthers. Last I checked, it still had 3 spots left in it. We did list a Raz for the Tigers spot, which was the 4th spot remaining. So yeah, once it's sold out, then we will give a time for that one. Rabbitohs Masters Series 311 and 312. Both with spots still available. I believe 313, 314 and 315 are listed as coming soon. So if you're trying to get a team that's not available, make sure you add them to your wish list. Tommy Turbo, Vegas for Manly. Getting a bit distracted. Stefano Utakamanu, parallel for the Tigers. Gold Reflections for the Dragons. Number 42. And before anyone goes making payments for the Raz that's listed in the Facebook group, because I'm live, I can't mark off spots. So unless your spots are marked off, please don't make payment in case we oversell the spots, basically. Some of these are just too quick at times. White Young Guns, Dream Buller, 184 for the Tigers. Matt Burton, parallel for Bulldogs. New recruit, Josh Curran for the Bulldogs. For Tigers in 311. New recruit, Raymond Fatala Mariner for Dragons. Breakout player, number 30 for the Titans, David Fafita and Keanu Kinney. Morgan Smithies, parallel for the Raiders. Multicultural, Joseph Tarpanay for the Raiders. Parallel, Wade Egan for the Warriors. Reflections for Manly. Tommy Dearden, parallel for the Cowboys. New recruit, Corey Waddell for Manly. Vegas, Sam Walker for the Roosters. Tom Eisenhuth, parallel for the Dragons. I didn't watch any footy this weekend. Not a bit. Zach Labour, multicultural for the Cowboys. And that's the end of box number 2. I did get 7 out of 8 in the normal tipping though. I was quite happy with that. I don't know. The Eels got up. I would have liked to have seen that one. New recruit, Kurt Capewell for the Warriors. New recruit, Raymond Fatala Mariner for the Dragons. Reece Welsh, Vegas. Matthew Tomoko, parallel for the Raiders. I ended up going out Friday. Had a OzTag Gala Day Saturday. And football presentation on Sunday. Corey Waddell, new recruit for Manly. I say Gala Day on Saturday, but it was only 2 games to make up for the games I don't play in the holidays coming up. Sua Wong, multicultural for the Roosters. Warriors, parallel checklist. Vegas, Sam Walker for the Roosters. Reece Walsh, parallel for Broncos. Storm in the Masters series. Multicultural Tyrell Sloan for the Dragons. Zach Lomax parallel for the Dragons. Excuse me. Number 38, Gold Reflections for the Knights. Dally M, Sean Johnson for the Warriors. New recruit Tuku for the Sharks. Clint Gufferson parallel for the Eels. Multicultural Justin Olam for the Tigers. White Young Guns, number 145. Tyrone Munro for the Rabbitohs. Ruben Cotter parallel for Cowboys. New recruit Josh Curran for the Bulldogs. Black League Sensations, number 28. Isaiah Papali'i for the Tigers. Isaac Tago parallel for Panthers. Multicultural Dane Gagai for the Knights. Reflections for the Roosters. Dominic Young parallel for the Roosters. Jake Averillo parallel for the Dolphins. New recruit Kane Bradley for Storm. Vegas Tommy Turbo for Manly. Tommy Turbo parallel for Manly. 4 packets left in box number 3. Pink Diamond, number 40. Jesse Southwell for the Knights. Dally M, Tegan Berry for the Dragons. Dream Buller parallel for Tigers. Ruby Mojo, number 27. Matthew Tomoko for the Raiders. Last packet for box number 3. Reflections for the Dolphins. Jacob Carraz, parallel for Bulldogs. Mitchell Moses, multicultural for the Eels. Haven't seen too many of these. Number 29, Indigenous ball patch. Jacob Preston, parallel for the Bulldogs. New recruit, Kyle Flanagan for the Dragons. Vegas, James Tedesco for the Roosters. Raiders, parallel checklist. Corey, if you're watching, don't forget to invite Kieran into the group. I see him reacting to the post on the page, but he's not in the group, so he won't be able to go in that member draw. Sua Wong, multicultural for the Roosters. Reflections for the Dolphins. Mitchell Barnett for the Warriors. Multicultural for Molly Olaka-Atu from Manly. Maroons in the Masters series. Nico Hines, parallel for the Sharks. Sapphire Mojo, number 20. Salami kick out for the Bulldogs. White Young Guns, number 146. Jacob Preston for the Bulldogs. Bradman Best, parallel for the Knights. Sean Kepe, new recruit for the Rabbitohs. Vegas, Jake Trbojevic for Manly. Apposite Coruscant, parallel for Tigers. New recruit Luke Brooks for Manly. Multicultural, Tyrell Sloan for the Dragons. Jack DeBellin parallel for the Dragons. Dally M. Herbie Farmworth for the Broncos. Reese Robson parallel for the Cowboys. New recruit Stephen Crichton for the Bulldogs. Dally M. Samima Torfa for the Raiders. Broncos parallel checklist. Ruby Omojo, number 26. Jerome Luai for the Panthers. Reflections for Panthers. Josh King parallel for the Storm. New recruit Thomas Flegler for the Dolphins. Vegas Payne Haas for the Broncos. Big Tino parallel for Titans. 2 packets left for box number 4. New recruit Morgan Smithies for the Raiders. Cameron Murray parallel for the Rabbitohs. And that is the end of box number 4. New recruit Harley Smith Shields for the Titans. Parallel Joey Manu for the Roosters. Multicultural Chance Nico Klokstad for the Warriors. Reflections for the Knights. Jermaine Hopgood parallel for the Eels. Reflections for Storm. Jordan Rapiner parallel for Raiders. New recruit Jack Cogger for the Knights. White League Sensations, number 18. Isaiah Papali'i for the Tigers. Tohu Harris, parallel for the Warriors. New recruit, Jaden Sullivan for the Tigers. Luke Brooks, Vegas for Manly. Dragons, parallel checklist. Multicultural, Cody Walker for the Rabbitohs. Breakout, Bryce Cartwright and Clint Gufferson at number 43 for the Eels. Herbie Farnworth, parallel for the Dolphins. Multicultural, Addo Carr for the Bulldogs. New recruit, Jaden Hunt for the Broncos. Vegas, Damien Cook for the Rabbitohs. Payne Haas, parallel for Broncos. Dally M, Sanua Taruva for Panthers. Multicultural, James Fisher Harris for Panthers. Nick Meaney, parallel for Storm. New recruit, Herbie Farnworth for the Dolphins. Dally M, Melly Hafunga for the Broncos. Stephen Crichton, parallel for the Bulldogs. Ruby Mojo, number 28. Brendan Smith for the Roosters. Storm in the Masters series. Scott Drinkwater, parallel for Cowboys. Sapphire Mojo. Ooh, matching Ruby and Mojo. Number 17 for Panthers. Pretty sure the Ruby was 20 something, but Ruby, Luai, and Sapphire now. Who's got Panthers? Lauren Platt. Oh, congratulations, Lauren. Zach Labour, White Young Guns for the Cowboys at number 184. Isaiah Yo, parallel for Panthers. New recruit, Morgan Harper for the Eels. Last packet for box number 5. Go for it. Joey Manu, Vegas for the Roosters. Tolator Koala, parallel for Manly. New recruit Stephen Crichton for the Bulldogs. Helam Lukey parallel for the Cowboys. We need an intro for Alex's trivia time. How many different decades have the league not expanded? Pink Diamond, Bobby Law for the Dragons, number 54. Alex's trivia question for today, guys, is how many different decades have the league not expanded? I don't know if there'd be too many. Well, some have merged, so that's not really expanding, that's downsizing. James Tedesco, Vegas for the Roosters. Panthers parallel checklist. I'm going to go with 2. Anyone else got a guess at that? No cheating. Salami kick out, multicultural for the Bulldogs. Reflections for the Cowboys. Jesse Bromwich, parallel for Dolphins. Dally M, Jermaine Isako for the Dolphins. Three. Master Series in the Rabbitohs. Sebastian Chris, parallel for the Raiders. Sapphire Mojo, number 25. Eels Checklist. White Young Guns, number 80. Valami Fafita for the Dragons. So especially considering that we're not even a month into release, I've seen some recent pictures of some efforts that they've gone to with like the league sensations. They're basically put a full set together, full set of mojos for their team, like with the Black Diamonds. That's a big effort already. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, parallel for the Warriors. There you go. Have to make it hard. New recruit Luke Brooks for Manly. Cheers, mate. I will check that when I get to it. Jake Javoyevich, Vegas for Manly. Jacob Little, parallel for Dragons. Thank you, Thungo. Latrell Mitchell, multicultural for the Rabbitohs. Unfortunately, at this time, Alex's trivia session is not sponsored, so it's just the bragging rights at the moment. New recruit Cho Chan for Storm. Tanila Paseka, parallel for Manly. Multicultural Tohu Harris for the Warriors. White League Sensations, number 50, Murray Talagi for the Cowboys. Yeah, actually, I did see your, I've seen your checklist, Rainbow, and you mentioned you were only chasing one pink diamond last we spoke, I think. James Tedesco, parallel for the Roosters. See, even that's a massive effort. Just finding them, though. New recruit, Billy Burns for the Sharks. Are you going any further with the Roosters mojos, or that's it? Dally M, Samai Matorfa for the Raiders. Renato Molitalo, parallel for the Sharks. Ruby Mojo, number 26, DCE for Manly. Getting contact with Dad Alex. Reflections for the Warriors. Tyson Frizzell, parallel for the Knights. New recruit, Sean Kepe for the Rabbitohs. Vegas Payne Huss for Broncos. Tigers parallel checklist. New recruit, Kyle Flanagan for the Dragons. Black Young Guns, number 27, Brendan Hands for the Eels. Adokar, parallel for the Bulldogs. Last packet for box number 6. Multicultural, Selwyn Cobbo for the Broncos. New recruit, Brad Schneider for Panthers. Dally M, Jakaya Whitfield for the Tigers. Liam Martin, parallel for Panthers. Ruby Mojo, another checklist, number 26 for the Sharks. Yeah, I heard something's happened. I don't know what the go is with Adokar. I haven't actually seen it. But I don't know what about. Oh, okay. Dally M, Kalen Ponga for the Knights. Brendan Pecura, multicultural for the Broncos. David Clemmer, parallel for Tigers. Is Grog from TLA away on holidays or something, Dad? Because Ben was told that the person that puts the master sets together is away at the moment. Yeah, for Bulldogs. Reflections for the Roosters. Jeremy Marshall King, parallel for Dolphins. Oh, is that what it is? A roadside drug test. New recruit Joe Chan for Storm. Latrell Mitchell, a Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Luke Brooks, parallel for Manly. Billy Burns, a new recruit for the Sharks. Yeah, I heard that he had lied about something, but that was all I knew. Multicultural, Jeremy Marshall King for the Dolphins. Jack Cogger, parallel for Knights. And yeah, yes, with all the scandals, I agree with that, Ben. Black Young Guns, number 37, Gordon Tong for Manly. Victor Radley, parallel for the Roosters. I thought you weren't allowed to drive for 24 hours as soon as the first one failed. Think so. Kangaroos for the Master Series. Dane Gagai, multicultural for the Knights. Bailey Simonson, parallel for the Eels. Gold Reflections for Manly, number 40. White Young Guns, Tuku for the Sharks, number 111. Adam Reynolds, parallel for the Broncos. Doesn't sound good, Alex. New recruit Spencer Linu for the Roosters. New recruit Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. Vegas Game 1 header card. Will Warbrick, parallel for the Storm. Multicultural Justin Olam for the Tigers. Emerald Mojo, 10 of 10. Jamal Fogarty for the Raiders. Alexander Brimson, parallel for the Titans. Reflections for the Raiders. Sharks, parallel checklist. New recruit Thomas McHale for the Cowboys. Jesse Arthur's Vegas for Broncos. Making their hope against Moran, but waiting for scans in a second. Latrell Mitchell parallel for the Rabbitohs. Yeah, right. Oh, definitely important to try and get them back. Pink Diamond. Number 51, Shania Power for the Cowboys. Alright, that's box number 7, done and dusted. Box number 8. Reflections for the Tigers. Selwyn Cobbo parallel for the Broncos. New recruit Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. New recruit Jaden Sullivan for the Tigers. Latrell Mitchell, Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Cameron Munster, parallel for Storm. New recruit Thomas McHale for the Cowboys. Multicultural Sanua Taruva for Panthers. David Fafita parallel for the Titans. Multicultural Jason Taumalolo for the Cowboys. Parallel Blake Laurie for the Dragons. Maroons in the Masters series. And a spotlight patch number 44 for the Broncos. They've been a bit quiet, just reminding us that they're still there. Also hitting the spotlight signature number 1, Cody Walker, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Gold reflections for the Bulldogs, number 60. White Young Guns, number 73, Jonah Pezzett for the Storm. Yep, got the number 1 booklet. Dale Finucane parallel for the Sharks. New recruit Jack Cogger for the Knights. Sean Johnson parallel for Warriors. New recruit Spencer Alinu for the Roosters. In game 1 header card, Knights parallel checklist.
Josh Adokar stood himself here.
He stood himself down.
Yeah. But he's not guilty.
There you go. 9 News is saying right now, breaking news, Adokar has stood himself down. Xavier Coates, multicultural for Storm. So whatever that actually means. So stood himself down until the results are returned. What's the go? 47. Yeah, Kale Iro and Nico Hines breakout for the Sharks.
Trell's safe because it was AI generated.
John Payton parallel for the Tigers. New recruit Brad Schneider for Panthers. Dave Fafita, Dally M for Titans. Jesse Arthurs of Vegas for the Broncos. Max King parallel for Bulldogs. Multicultural Emery Ogula for the Raiders. Reflections for the Eels. Zach Hosking parallel for the Raiders. Dally M, Tamika Upton for the Knights. And Dylan Brown parallel for the Eels. Ruby Mojo, number 26. Jacob Little for the Dragons. Hasn't been a bad break so far. Like we got the Latrell Mitchell Indigenous ball patch. We've got the GI Maroon signature. Broncos hit the signature and patch book spotlight, and the signature was a number 1. So, pardon? Yeah. Unfortunately, not all the hits have been spread around fairly. Box number 9. Broncos definitely killing it, starting off with the case card and just continuing with the hits. A few of the teams look like they're actually doing pretty well. Multicultural Gordon Tong for Manly. First packet of box number 9. Vegas game 2 header card. Blake Brayley parallel for the Sharks. New recruit Dominic Young for the Roosters. Multicultural Micah Sivo for the Eels. Jacob Saifiti parallel for the Knights. Yeah, well, they're not the only ones. Pink Diamond checklist number 39 for the Sharks. There's a couple of teams that in general, one of these breaks, I'm just waiting for them to go off because like Titans, they've had shocker this run. I feel like eventually it's got to turn around, and Billy Walters parallel for the Broncos. All of a sudden they're going to have a massive break. Multicultural Braden Trindle for the Sharks. Maroons in the Masters Series. Ryan Pappenhausen parallel for Storm. Sapphire Mojo, number 11. Luke Brooks for Manly. White Young Guns, Sua Wong for the Roosters, number 75. Alfiana Khan Piera parallel for Titans. New recruit Valami Avile for the Cowboys. New recruit Kurt Catewell for the Warriors. Reflections for the Dragons. Aiden Cesar parallel for the Tigers. New recruit Dane Laurie for Panthers. Patrick Carrigan Vegas for Broncos. Reid Marnie parallel for the Bulldogs. Dallin Wetin Zalesniak for the Warriors. Dominic Young, multicultural for the Roosters. Hudson Young, parallel for the Raiders. New recruit Kai Pearce Paul for the Knights. Dally M, Yasmin Clydesdale for the Knights. Jake Trbojevic, parallel for Manly. Ruby Mojo, number 26. Cody Walker for the Rabbitohs. Fourth last packet for box number 9. Reflections for the Bulldogs. Roosters parallel checklist. New recruit Tuku for the Sharks. Cameron Murray, Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Mitchell Moses, parallel for the Eels. Emerald Mojo, number 10 of 10. Mitchell Barnett for the Warriors. Actually had me a bit worried. I was expecting an emerald or a black diamond, and when we got the sapphire and the ruby, I was, what's going on? Alex Johnston, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Alright, which means we should have a black diamond in box number 10. Let's go. And I think maybe a black Young Guns. I'll have to see. Oh, look at that. First packet. Number 1. Not a jersey number. DWZ. BD for the Warriors. Scotty Murray. Ruben Garrick, parallel for Manly. And there's the black Young Gun second packet. Number 72, Sua Wong for the Roosters. Patrick Carrigan, parallel for the Broncos. Nico Hines, multicultural for the Sharks. Pink Diamond, number 26. Ashley Quinlan for the Raiders. Harry Grant, parallel for Storm. New recruit Herbie Farmworth for Dolphins. Joey Manu, Vegas for the Roosters. Jaden Campbell, parallel for the Titans. Multicultural, Hamoli Olika R2 for Manly. Multicultural, David Fafita for the Titans. Kangaroos in the Masters Series. Sam Walker, parallel for Roosters. Sapphire Mojo, number 23. Aiden Cesar for the Tigers. I find that odd putting the sapphires with an emerald and black diamond and having a box with only one mojo in it. White Young Guns Valance to wear for the Dolphins, number 67. Regan Campbell Gillard, parallel for the Eels. New recruit Jaden Hunt for the Broncos. Reflections for the Panthers. And Thomas Burgess, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Dally M, Harry Grant for Storm. New recruit Zach Hosking for the Raiders. Cody Rudolph, parallel for the Sharks. Multicultural Mitchell Moses for the Eels. Vegas Damien Cook for the Rabbitohs. Greg Marshew, parallel for the Knights. New recruit Jack Whiten for the Rabbitohs. Dally M, Ali Brigginshaw for the Broncos. Jeremiah Nanai, parallel for the Cowboys. Ruby Mojo Jacob Saifiti for the Knights, number 26. I feel like we've had a few 26s in this case. Reflections for the Broncos. Dylan Edwards, parallel for the Panthers. 3 packets left for our last box in the case. New recruit Morgan Harper for the Eels. Luke Brooks, Vegas for Manly. Dolphins parallel checklist. Yeah, right. I thought he was already signed somewhere else for next year. New recruit Harley Smith Shields for the Titans. Alright, last box, priority box. Vegas Sam Walker for the Roosters. Isaiah Papali'i parallel for the Tigers. Pink Diamond, number 26. Ali Brigginshaw for the Broncos. Broncos continuing on with those hits. In all fairness, they probably haven't even got the most. Just some of the bigger ones. Number 10. Priority Reflections for the Dolphins. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure because Dad told me about a week or so ago that he was going somewhere. Bulldogs parallel checklist. New recruit Raymond Faitala Mariner for the Dragons. Selwyn Cobbo multicultural for the Broncos. Joseph Tarpanay parallel for the Raiders. Tegan Berry Dally M for the Dragons. Dominic Young parallel for the Roosters. Ruby Mojo, number 16. Hargraves for the Roosters. Second priority reflections, number 10 for the Roosters. King Gutho parallel for the Eels. New recruit Jaden Hunt for the Broncos. Vegas Reece Welsh for the Broncos. Reece Welsh parallel for the Broncos. New recruit Herbie Farmworth for the Dolphins. Black Young Guns, number 118. Toby Couchman for the Dragons. Storm parallel checklist. Dally M, Sean Johnson for the Warriors. Oh, yeah. When was that one? Multicultural, Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbitohs. Chans Nico Klokstad, parallel for the Warriors. New recruit Corey Waddell for Manly. Storm in the Masters series. Multicultural Apasai Coruscant for the Tigers. Yeah, right. Philip Semi, parallel for the Titans. Reflections are for the Dolphins. Number 31. White Young Guns, number 12 for the Cowboys. There can't be much unopened stock left around, that's for sure. Keelan Kolomatangi for the Rabbitohs. Someone put up a list of the Reece Walsh team league sensations. Most of them have come out. New recruit Zach Hosking for the Raiders. And that's assuming that none have come out that haven't been posted or mentioned anywhere. A Vegas Tommy Turbo for Manly. Cameron McInnes parallel for the Sharks. So when you start seeing things like that, it sort of points out the fact that there can't be much sealed stuff around. Hammer Fido Multicultural for the Dolphins. Emerald Mojo, Man of the Hour. Number 3, Addo Carr for the Bulldogs. Kalen Ponga, parallel for the Knights. And to finish us off, we have new recruit Jack Whiten for the Rabbitohs. No, neither have I been. Lee let me know that the Titans one was found. Pretty sure Broncos was found. And that's all I can think of off the top of my head. I probably have seen maybe one more, but I just can't think of it. Alright, well, that's the break done and dusted, guys. Have a few things left to do. We have the bonus $100 gift card, which is randomized between all 17 spots. And today we have our Master Series cards along with our Maroons signature, number 98, which gets randomized as one lot between all 17 spots. And we have a Game 2 header card between Broncos and Roosters. All teams at least getting a numbered hit. Some teams only one. You never know. You might score a double with the Maroons. Let's see how we go. We'll switch screens. There it is. Alright, 3 times round the merry-go-round for the $100 gift card. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3, Ben Patterson with the Roosters. Alright, let's refresh that. And go again, this time for the Master Series cards. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3, Scotty Murray with the Warriors. And last but not least, our game 2 header card between Roosters and Broncos. Alright, 3 times, number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3, Broncos. Alright guys, that's it, that's all. Don't forget to check out the spot Raz. It might be sold out, I'm not sure. It was only listed this morning, but we've been live for an hour and a half, it may be gone. We have our 2,000 member giveaway that was mentioned at the beginning of the break. That is in the Facebook group only, guys. Up to $300 gift card up for grabs. And that's if you've made a purchase in the last 6 months. If no purchase in the last 6 months, it is only $200. But all you have to do is like and comment on the post in the Facebook group. Breaks 311 and 312 before we went live. Both had a few spots left. Once they're a bit closer to being sold out or sold out, we'll list the next one. Make sure you have the coming soon breaks in your wish list by pressing the love heart underneath the break or product for that matter, any card.